Okay, we are doing lesson 59, my last video. Just a quick peek of the room here. We only have 2 days of school left, so the kids are shutting down, but we're trying to get through a few more lessons before the end of the day. Kind of show you my room. All right, I'm going to see if we can find a place for this so they can see me and you. And hopefully we're there. All right. Are we ready to go? Hopefully we can see. I got to make sure because they're really looking at me, guys. And I think that's what they want to see. Okay. Are we ready? Okay. Hopefully I'm not blocking. All right. Are you ready to get started? We're doing lesson 59. My before.
My left hand is my right hand.
The initial letter of the alphabet is
A.
The final letter is
D.
The two middle letters are
M. N.
And how many letters?
26.
And two kinds.
Vowels and consonants.
If you will touch and name your alphabet strip beforehand on the A and your hand on the end. Go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
All right, great job. Today what we're going to do is we're going to be talking a little bit about accent. We know accent is when we hold when our mouth is open wider, we hold the sound, our voice goes a little higher and louder, and we hold the sound a little longer. Today we're going to practice using we're going to use accent with our alphabet strip. And we're going to accent the first letter of a pair. So if I gave you, ladies, if I gave you the letter pair GH, you would accent the first letter like this. GH. If I ask you to accent the letter pair DE, you would go DE. The accenting the first letter. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Accent the letter pair PQ.
PQ.
Accent the letter pair RS.
RS.
Accent the letter pair UV.
UV.
Right, good. Accent is, remember, when we hold the sound or our mouths are open wider, our voice is louder and higher, and we hold the sound a little longer. All right, today let's get started with our reading decks. We're going to start with our letter deck. Are we ready? We're going to do some round robin. Are you ready? All right, starting with you, Kyla.
A consonant. C. Combination WH. B. E. D. Combination AW.
Oh.
O.
So think about our aw.
Diagraph
AW.
Diagraph U. G. Combination combination AR F. Combination UR J. C. Diagraph CK.
Sorry, I need to point them a little better, don't I?
E. Diagraph E. Combination QU W. O consonant E. Z. T. M. O. K. Combination O I R.
Good.
Diagraph NG. L. U. Combination
Ow.
diagram. No. Diagram.
It's a
diphthong.
OU.
Diagram SH. N. P. V. Combination ER. H. Trigraph TCH. U consonant E. Diagraph OO. E consonant E. No, E.
Yeah, you're right. E consonant E, right?
I. Diagraph A Y A I.
Very good.
Y I. Wait. Vowel.
Vowel Y. Remember we learned that just the other day. Vowel Y. Oops, my stuck. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Diagraph A Y. Y R. Diagraph TH. I consonant E. S. S. digraph CH. A combination OW.
Owl. And so remember that
Okay.
owl sound. It's our
Digraph.
owl sound. Our diphthong. And our diphthong OY. And our diphthong OI. Good job. All right. All right. Let's move on to our keyword and sound walk. Are we ready? All right. Kayla.
Shells. Athlete E. Zipper. Equal E.
Sorry.
Bird. Tail. 5 eye. Moon. Book. Mouse.
Owl.
Owl.
Very good.
E. Tray A. Cake A. Nail A. Coin. Coin.
Oi. That's our glider sound. Oi. Queen.
Queen.
Very good.
Octopus. Box.
Oops. Sticking.
Yarn. George. Rebel. Fox. Nose. Box. Mule. Meal.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
Cow. Owl. Truck. Cup. Cities. Dog. Umbrella of wagon. Church. Match. Elephant.
Very good.
Turtle. Pink.
Fern.
Apple. Watch. Ball.
Very good. Just like that one.
Cake. Kite. Star. Dollar. Fork. Worm. Doctor. Dog. Mother. Buy.
Which stuck here?
Candy.
Very good.
Fish. Hat. Saucer.
Aw. Say that again.
Saucer.
Aw. Okay, stuck again.
Leaf.
Very, very good. All right. Let's move on to our new learning today. All right. Let's see if we can get this straight. All right. We know that a syllable is a word or part of a word that has one vowel sound. Syllable has one vowel sound. An accent means that our mouth is open wider, our voice is a little louder and a little higher, and we hold the sound a little longer. An accent means putting stress on a word or part of the word by doing this thing, by opening your mouth wider, voice a little higher and louder, and holding the sound a little longer. Let's take a look at our theme song, which has gone off the rails, but that's okay because I have it here. And so even though my computer is not working, for some reason it is not going off, but I always have a handy dandy chart. So let's take a look at our vowel theme song. A vowel is a syllable short, with a brief. A vowel in an open accented syllable is long, coated with an acron. Vowel, consonant E, vowel long, E is silent. Two adjacent vowels may form a digraph. We have a diphthong. Vowel R forms a combination before any vowel consonant except for R. And when you see final stable syllable, bracket final stable syllable, and accent the syllable before. And I'm going to put that right there because my thing, okay, there it popped back up. I don't know what happened to it, but we always keep our charts handy just in case. So I'm going to write this word on the board. I'm going to write BACON. Now, I want you to, when we have a word that has two vowels that are in a position to be sounded, then the first thing we do is we think about our syllable chart. Kyla, we're going to look for our suffixes, final stable syllables. We're going to look for vowel clusters or like vowel diagraphs or diphthongs. And we're going to look for our bossy R. And then we're going to draw a line from our first sounded vowel to our second sounded vowel, and we're going to label. We have learned this pattern before, our vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel pattern. We know with that pattern, we divide between the two consonants. This time, let's take a look at this word. I'm going to say this word, and I want you to tell me, what is this is the first vowel a long vowel or is it a short vowel? Bacon. Is the A a long vowel or a short vowel?
Long.
It is saying what? A. If I were to think about this, I would be talking about vowel. If I were to label vowel, consonant, vowel. We've not seen that pattern before, have we? So in order for the A to say A, it's going to have to be in our open accented syllable. So we're going to divide before the first consonant. So now this part of the word bay is in a open accented syllable. So the A will say A. Now the second part of our word is in a closed syllable. So it will be short. So the word is bacon. All right. So let's take a look at our rules. We're going to pattern, we're going to divide, we're going to accent, then we're going to code and read. Let's do another word. Let's do this word. R-O-B-O-T. I'm going to do the same procedures. Do I have any suffixes? No. Do I have any final stable syllables? No. Do I have any vowel diagraphs? Bossy R's or diphthongs? No. So I'm going to draw from the first sounded vowel to the second sounded vowel. I'm going to label with me. Vowel, consonant, vowel. So that means I'm going to divide before the first consonant. So my division goes here, which means the first part of the word is in a what kind of syllable? An open accented syllable, which means it's going to be a long. How do we code it? With a macron. The second syllable is in a so I'm going to code it with a breathe. So the word is red.
Robot.
Very good. Robot. Let's do another one. Let's do this word. I think I'm drawing my lines too hard. Let's go. S-P-I-D-E-R. All right. So again, do I have any suffixes?
No.
Do I have any final stable syllables?
No.
Do I have any vowel diagraphs or diphthongs?
No.
Do I have any R control vowels?
No. Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I arc my R. I'm going to go ahead and arc that, right? Get that out of the way. Now I'm going to do what? A suffix? It is, but if it's added to the end of a word, a base word. If I take ER off, do I have a word?
No.
No, so it's not a suffix. In this case, it would be my bossy R. Does that make sense? All right, so now I'm going to draw. First sounded vowel to the next sounded vowel. Let's label. Vowel, consonant, vowel. I divide before the first consonant, which means here. So that means the first syllable is in a open accented syllable, which means it's long. I code with a
macron.
All right, and I already know that I have my bossy R, right? So how does this word read?
Spider.
Very good. We're going to do one more. All right, so I'm going to put this one over here, and we're going to do M-U-S-I-C. Again, syllable, any suffixes?
No.
Final stable syllables? Do I have any vowel teams?
No.
Do I have any bossy R's or diphthongs? No. So I draw from the first sounded vowel to the second sounded vowel. I label with me, vowel, consonant, vowel. In this type of pattern, I divide before the first consonant, which means the first syllable is a Open, accented, which means the U is long. I code it with a.
Macron.
This is a closed syllable. It gets coded with a breathe. Read the word.
Music.
Very, very good. All right, I actually have some cards here that are going to remind us of these. These are our reading deck for these words. So we have robot O, we have spider I, meter E, music U, and finally bacon A. I have some of these feelies, but I don't have all of them. I have 3 of the 5. I want you to tell me which ones are missing. So I have 3 of them. Which 2 do I not have? Don't look and just feel it, pass it. When you think you know, you can let me know. Think you know which ones are missing? So we have all the bacon, robot, spider, music, and I think I did, oh, meter. I forgot meter, guys. So I didn't do meter. That was the other one, sorry. So I will.
Oh, I know which one is missing.
So you think there's 2 missing? So we have bacon, robot, spider, music, and meter. You think you know? Give her a second to figure it out. See if she can figure out which 2 are missing.
2?
There's 2 of them missing.
Oh,
so we have bacon. So let me go over the cards again just to remind you. So we have spider I, music U, robot O, meter E, and bacon A. I have 3 of the 5. All right, which ones do you think is missing? I don't have bacon
and music.
Let's see. Let's see if we have them. Ready to pull them out? Yeah. All right, I have robot O. You want to feel it? Yeah. And I have spider I. And then you're right. I have meter what? E. You want to look at them really quick before we move on? Meter E. I don't like touching the spiders because they make me nervous. Even though I know they're not real, they freak me out. Meter, like a parking meter. Have you ever been parking? You have to put coins in the slot. Yeah. To say, you like my robot? All right. I'll let you look at it later. We're going to take these and put these back in my feelies. I think that thing comes apart, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So let's go ahead. It's okay. We'll fix it. Let's go ahead and let's practice with some of these words. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and practice with our code and read. Get out your first code and read section, your syllable division. And we're going to be thinking about our syllable division. Just like always, we just did our vowel theme song, but let's review our syllable division one more time. When we're coding, we look for suffixes, final stable
syllables.
We look for letter clusters like vowel digraphs or diphthongs or a bossy. Then we draw a vowel to the first sounded vowel, to the second sounded vowel, and we label. We have 2 patterns now that we can label. Oops. And I want you to watch here. We have 2 patterns. We have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel, where we divide between the consonant. And now we have a new one. Vowel, consonant, vowel. This pattern leaves us with the first syllable being an open accent syllable, and we divide before the first consonant for the first consonant. I'm going to do a couple together on this page, and then I'm going to sign out on the back. Okay, so we're going to do the first one. Are you ready? Let's do them together. So first of all, ask yourself, do I have any? Take a look. Do I have any suffixes?
No.
Do I have any vowel? Do I have any letter clusters? Vowel. Okay. So I draw from the first sounded vowel to the second sounded vowel, and I label. And where do I divide? Before the first, before the first consonant. So that means the first syllable is an open what? Accented syllable. Make sure you accent because it's an open accented syllable. So if I were to say this word, would I say this word like this? Would I say basin or basin?
Basin.
Basin. What's a basin?
When
Well, a basin, like, do you have a basin in a sink? Kind of like holds the water, like over there in my sink is the basin, which holds the
water. Like the bottom? Like
the bottom of the sink is the basin. You fill the water in the The basin. All right, let's do number 3 together, and then I'm going to sign out the next page. Are you ready? All right. Do I have any, before we go through, do I have any suffixes?
No.
Do I have any letter clusters, like vowel diagraphs? I have a bossy what? I have a bossy R. How do we code that? We arc it. Very good. On number 3. We're on number 3. So now what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pattern vowel, consonant, vowel, vowel, consonant, vowel. You draw a line from the first sounded vowel to the second. Very good. I want you to pattern. Where do we divide? Before the first consonant. So that means the first syllable is a open accent syllable. We code it with a
macron.
All right. Don't forget to put your accent. How do we read that word?
Viper.
Think about the I is an open viper. Yeah. So there's a snake called a viper snake. I think there's even a car called a viper car. It sheds its skin. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do one more together, and then I'm gonna let's do number 6. Are you ready? You on number 6, Kyla? All right. Any suffixes?
No.
Any stable syllables?
No.
Do I have final stable syllable there?
No.
No. Do I have any vowel? Do I have any clusters?
Yes.
I have bossy what? R. How do we code bossy R?
Arc.
All right. Now I'm going to pattern vowel.
Vowel, consonant.
We'll go from the first sounded vowel to the second, yeah, and then pattern. And we divide before the first consonant. And then, so I know it's now in an open accented syllable, so the A will be coded with a and how do we read that word?
Character.
So let's say the A is going to say A, it's coded with the macron. So bacon A is our keyword. Crater. Crater. Do you know what a crater is?
No. When somebody creates something.
No, it sounds like a creator, but I'm saying crater. So have you ever seen pictures of the moon with big holes in the moon? Those holes are called a crater.
What goes in the hole?
Well, it's just probably where different objects like meteors have hit the moon and created a big hole. Those big holes are called a crater. All right, let's turn over to the back and let's assign out. I'm going to give you 2 to do. Are you ready? All right, I want you to do number 1 and 2, Kyla, and I want you to do number 3 and 4, Madison. All right, I want to hear you sub-vocalize. I'm going to come around and watch. Make sure you don't have any suffixes first. So the first syllable is open accented syllable. Good. Don't forget to accent Madison in the first syllable because now that makes it in the first syllable. Very, very good. Good. So robot O. Very good. All right, read your word, Madison. Kyla, I'm sorry, number 1. Taper.
Cover.
Think about the first sounds. Put the C and the L together.
Clover.
Like a 4-leaf what? Clover. All right, read your word, Madison. So when you think about it, I want you to think about our cards that we talked about. So meter E. So that first syllable is going to be E. Meter E. Helix. Do you know what a helix is?
No.
So a helix, have you ever seen like a DNA strand? So I'll show you what that looks like. So a DNA strand looks like this. So this is a helix. It's kind of like a dimensional figure, and it strands. And so your DNA. So when they show you a picture of like your DNA, which is what you are made of, is DNA. That is a helix, and they show this in pictures to show that all of these little things are your DNA, which makes up you. That is a DNA. All right. Before we move on to the last one, look at number 6. All right. Excuse me, number 6. Look at number 8. I'm sorry. Okay, so how would we code number 8?
We would.
So do we have any suffixes?
No.
Do we have any suffixes?
Yes. Yes.
Do we do?
Yes.
But if I take off S, do I have a word?
No.
No, so it's not a suffix, it's just a part of the word. So that's okay. So I don't have any suffixes. Do I have any final stable syllables?
No.
All right, so I'm going to draw a line from the first sounded vowel to the second. I'm going to pattern, vowel, consonant, vowel. I divide before the first consonant. So that means my first syllable is an open accented syllable. So the O would be robot, O. The U is in a closed syllable, so it's going to be right? Like umbrella, read that word.
Crocus.
The O is going to be O. Crocus. Crocus. Hey, we're doing a video. Hang on one second. I know you want the thing. I'm sorry. It's okay. I have to do video for my training. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. It's okay. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Okay. So, crocus.
Crocus.
So the O is going to say O. The U is going to say Read that word. Crocus. All right. Very, very good. All right. So we have two patterns now that we have learned to divide when we have more than one syllable. We have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. And now we have vowel, consonant, what? And when we see vowel, consonant, vowel, that means the first syllable is an open accented syllable and the vowel will be long. We put it with a macron. All right, let's get ready to do our instant words. We'll come back to that. All right, instant words are important because we need to know these words just like that. Today we're going to be reading instant words in columns, up and down. I'll give them to you. Are you ready? All right. Echo me in the first one. Are you ready? All right. Write, say, tell, name, excuse me, my bad, same, line, mean, man, sentence, where, to, old, help, through, think, great, before, good, any, much, boy. Madison, read number 2.
To boy, help through, think, great before, good, any, much, oh, right, say, tell, say, lie, mean, man, sentence, where.
Good. And Kyla, do number 5.
Right, tell, say, boy, same, mean, man, sentence, do, where, do, help, line, before, old, much, think, good, any, great.
Good job. Let me ask you a question. I want you to find the word to at the top of column 2. What does that to mean? Because we have the word to. Huh? Well, so I would say, would you like to go with me to? So I would use that as TOO, right? If I want to say I want to go to the store, that would be just TO. But it's kind of like saying also. If I want you to go, I want to go to, you would use TOO. All right, put a check mark on that for homework. And we're going to go on to our code and read sentences. And if you get out your code and read sentences before we get started, let me prep you with a couple of things real quick. You got them?
Okay.
All right. So really quickly, let's see. All sentences begin with a and end with a. They have a subject, an expressive, at a comma you will pause, a period you will
stop,
at a question mark or an exclamation, your voice will go higher or louder. A couple of things you're going to see today. We did our vowel theme song. We know about our syllable division. We want to keep that in mind. We've just been working on that. Let's think about our instant words. When you see A in a sentence, it is read coded with a tittle. When you see TO, it is read okay. When you see THE, it is read and when you see OF, it is read And how do we code instant words? We circle instant words. Another thing you're going to need to know in your sentences, when you see combination AR in an unaccented syllable, it will be read All right? We code it with a tittle. I think that's right. Please tell me if that's wrong. Okay. And if you see combination R in an accented syllable like star, it will be read R. And we code it with a circumflex. And we are combination. Okay, so let's get started with our sentence. I want Kyla to do number 1, and I want you to do number 6, Madison. And I want you to make sure you're paying attention to your instant words, and I want to hear sub-vocalize. Make sure that you're going to be thinking about when you have multi-syllable words. What was our pattern? We just learned a vowel, consonant, vowel pattern. We look for suffixes, final stable syllables, letter clusters like digraphs, diphthongs, falsy R's. We draw from vowel to vowel. We pattern code, accent, read. All right, let's see. Circle. Instant word. All right, so vowel to vowel. Divided. The vowel is long. Short. Good. Good. Vowel to vowel. Good. Vowel. Make sure you're saying. Can you circle instant word? Let me hear you. Hey. Vowel to vowel. Good. Suffix ed. Good job. All right. Underline. Vowel to close syllable short. Yeah. Instant word. Circle instant word. Up. And now vowel suffix s. Now vowel to vowel. Consonant. Vowel. Accent syllable. Don't forget to box your suffix. All right, good job. All right, read your word, read your sentence.
J-Bob.
Mhm.
J-Bob will.
What is that now? Say it again.
J-Bob.
Not J Bob.
Jacob. Wait.
Jacob. Very good.
Jacob will locate a line to rid the barn of rodents.
So it's an open accent syllable. So robot O. Rodents. What is a rodent?
Like.
What do you think a rodent is?
When it's messing up things.
So a rodent is like a rat or a mice. So if Jacob is going to locate a feline, what is a feline?
Rat.
So a rat would be the rodent. So what would be a feline? What catches mice?
A mouse trap.
Yes, but what kind of animal is a feline that would catch a mice?
A cat.
A cat. So a feline is a scientific name for a cat. So if Jacob is going to locate a feline, what is he going to do? He's going to find a cat to rid the barn. So that means the barn must have a lot of what? Mice or rats. Very good.
Can a dog get mouse?
No. Well, I've had a dog who got them, but cats are usually better predators, I think, of catching. All right, let me hear your sentence. Follow along with her as she's reading.
The silent tiger watched the flock of
ravens. You know what a raven is?
No.
It's a bird. It's a bird. So the silent tiger, what do you think he's doing if he's watching the flock of ravens? What might he be getting ready to do?
Jump at
them. And what is a flock?
A flock is the bird.
Is it a little bit or a lot?
A lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. And how did you pronounce that ed in watched?
With T.
It's T. Right. Very, very, very good. Because when you hear an unvoiced sound at the end, ed is pronounced what? Very, 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 very good. All right, let's take a look. Let's go on to our next. We're going to do our wrap, if you will. Go ahead and go to 59.1. We only have one wrap today. Are we ready? What do you notice about the first set of the words?
They all have a immediate position.
Well, and they're in a open accented syllable. They're in that vowel, consonant, vowel. Echo me. Latex. Basin. Raven. Hazel. Pagan. Kyla.
Pagan. Latex. Hazel.
Basin.
Raven.
And Madison.
Raven.
Latex. Hazel. Pagan. Basin. All right. So a latex are like those gloves doctors wears. They're latex glove. And a pagan, find that word pagan. Pagan is usually, well, it has a couple of meanings, but a lot of times people think pagan has to do with like not being a Christian. Okay. Pagan. Very good. All right. Look at the second. What do you notice here? They're still all in what? Open, accented syllables. Echo me. Fever,
Fever,
zenith,
zenith,
helix,
helix,
cedar,
cedar,
rebus.
rebus.
All right, Kyla. So when you're thinking about that, it's an open accent. Zenith,
Zenith,
cedar,
cedar, fever,
fever.
rebus,
Good.
heck,
Open accented. He,
healer,
helix.
helix,
That's that symbol I showed you with the DNA. That's a helix symbol. Madison?
helix, rebus, collar,
Cedar,
cedar,
zenith,
zimber,
zenith.
zenith, fever.
Good. And a zenith is the most powerful. Okay. And then finally, Kyla, read the first row in the last section.
Latex, pagan,
Good.
hazel,
Good.
helix,
Think of the word he
Helix.
and lix. Helix. Good.
rebus.
Good. And then I want you to read the last column, Madison. The very last row.
Okay.
Cedar.
Cedar, basement,
Good. Read.
rebus,
Good.
latex,
Latex.
latex,
Raven. Latex. Say that with me.
latex,
Latex. Good. And then I want you to look at raven. Look at the last word in that row. Look at that last word. The first part of the word is what kind of a syllable? An open accented. Raven. Very, very good. Let's move on to our spelling deck. All right. So what are our procedures?
Look and listen, echo.
Name
Open
the
the
letter
letter
and
and
write the letter. All right. Kyla, are you coming up today and doing our board? All right. Okay, come on. All right, Madison, you're going to use the board. She's going to do that. Get started. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, remember our procedures. Look and listen, echo, name the letter, and write. Are we ready? All right, eyes on me. Here we go. We're going to be working on some sounds today that have been struggling a little bit with. I'm going to push that around so they can see me. Are we ready? All right, here we go. Eyes on me.
Z,
Comma.
Z, comma, S.
There's the pen down there, babe. Just use the smaller, quick.
Right, Z, comma, S.
Very good. The next one, eyes on me.
C, K, C,
K.
comma, C, comma, final position, C, K, comma, K.
Comma. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've taught you so far. You're right. All right. You ready for the next one? All right. Eyes on me. O.
O, diagram, O,
O.
consonant E.
O consonant E, comma, the one we just learned today.
O,
Robot O. O. Comma O. So in that position, when I give you O, O consonant E, comma O, because in an open accented syllable, robot O would say O. The next one, I.
Wait.
You're gonna run out of it.
I consonant E.
Comma.
I comma E, comma I, Y. I, comma Y.
Very good. Let her finish. All right.
Okay.
Eyes on me. It.
I,
Final position.
final position at Y.
Very good. You got it. Good job. Next one. Ah.
O, U.
O.
Comma A.
Very good. Next one. Er.
E-R.
Comma.
Doctor. O-R.
Or.
O-R.
Combination what? O-R.
Oops.
Now here, the next one. Aw. A.
A-U.
Comma. A.
No. A. No.
Yeah. A. Final position.
A, comma, A-Y. A-W.
A-W. Very good. So A-U, comma, A,
W.
final position A-W, like in the word soft. The next one, A.
A.
Con-
A-R. No.
A, consonant,
A consonant E.
comma, comma, final position,
Comma, final position.
tray.
A-Y.
Very, very good. All right. The next one, Oi.
O-Y. O-Y.
O-I,
O-I.
O-I, comma,
And then final
Oi.
position. Final position.
Boy. The next one, Ow.
Ow. O-U.
Final position, cow.
O-W.
O-W. Very, very good. All right, these were some of our more harder ones that we've learned that we struggled a little bit with. All right, we'll hit those more. All right, we're going to go to our phonemic awareness part 1. Before we do, let's review our sound chip. Are you ready? Let me borrow that for just a second. You ready, Madison? You ready? Okay, Kylie, see, ready? Let's do our sound chip. Are you ready? My lip puckers are, and but my tongue tappers are, and my fat kickers are, and my fat puffs are, and my lip chillers are, and my tongue chillers are, and my thin stream is, and my fat stream is, my front nasal is, my middle nasal is, my back nasal is, my round air is, my panting air is, my gliding air is, my kicking air is, my breezy air is, my front curler is, my side curler is, come step over here. My smiling vowels are E, I, My open vowels are ah and aw. My round vowels are O, U. My well, I think we go here. My bossy R's are R, and or, and then my gliders are oi and ow. All right, you ready to get started? All right, I'm gonna leave this here in case you need to look. All right, what are our procedures?
Look and listen, echo.
Look at the thing.
Oh,
Look and listen.
look and listen, echo. Also, in your mirror, put on your sock card.
All right, label and replace. Here's your mirror. Here is yours. Are you ready? All right. You ready? All right. It's okay. All right, quickly. Here we go. We'll give you 3 sounds. Hold on. Wait for Madison quickly.
Okay, ready.
All right, check your LLP. All right, you ready? Here we go. Watch me. It, j, echo. It, j, echo in your mirror. It, j, pull them down. All right, label.
Panting air. Loud.
That it, and that cup. Ju. Is that voiced or unvoiced? Ju. Voice. Good. Replace. We're going to do one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last one. You ready? G. Aw. Echo. G. Aw. Echo in your mirror. G. Aw. 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 Think about what your mouth is doing. Aw. There we go. All right. Label.
That kicker.
Is it voiced or unvoiced?
Good voice.
Voiced.
Tongue tapper.
Unvoiced tongue tapper and open vowel. Very, very good. All right, let's move on to our phonemic awareness part 2. Are we ready? All right. All right. What are our procedures?
Look
Look
and
and
listen,
listen,
echo,
blend on your fingers, pull down your sound cards, add, take away, trade, switch, repeat. Are we ready?
This where you write.
That's the spelling. Yeah, this is the one where we're only listening to what? Sounds. Are we ready? All right. Show me meat.
Meat.
Eat. Go.
E.
Good. If this is meat,
Eat.
show me meter.
Meter.
Eat. Very good. Very good. Yes, ma'am. If this is meter,
Eat.
show me motor.
Motor.
O. No. Think about O. How do you make that sound? What's your mouth doing? Very good. Good. If this is motor,
Oat.
show me moat.
Moat.
Oat. Yep. Very good. If this is moat,
Oat.
show me might.
Might.
I. Good. Good. If this is might,
I.
show me my.
My.
I. Good. What was your final move?
You took away your tongue tester.
In the what position?
Last position.
How do we say not? We don't say last. In the final what position? Very good. Now we're going to spelling. Now we're going to do our. Oh no.
Bye-bye.
All right. I got a fire drill. I'm going to pause it. Okay, we had our fire drill. We're back. Hopefully the video remains. Okay, so we are on our spelling practice. So let's take a couple of seconds and think about what we're going to do with our spelling. All right, when you hear a short vowel before a consonant vowel to close a syllable, that pattern of sounds is spelled vowel consonant. We code with a breathe. A breathe. Okay. I think the fire drill has messed this up. When you hear a long vowel sound before a consonant sound, that pattern of sound is spelled vowel consonant E. Vowel is long, E is silent. When you hear a long vowel sound in an open accented syllable, the vowel is long. We code with a macron. We accent the first syllable. Two more things. When you hear it will be spelled ER. I'm looking right at it. It will spell ER. We art combination ER. And the last thing, when you hear a K before AOU or any consonant, it will be spelled with the letter C. We code it with a K back. What are our procedures?
Look and listen, echo.
And blend on your fingers.
Of
We're
stop.
going to do what?
We're going to write.
We're going to divide between the syllables. Hold on. We're going to divide between the. Stand back here so she can see. Divide between the syllables. Listen for the accent. Touch and spell. Name and write. Code and read. Are we ready? All right. Your first word. Here we go. Meter. Echo. Meter. E. Don't forget your cur. Go. E. E. Make sure you have that ready. E. Now that would be
I'm done. Oh, you're.
Divide between your syllables. All right. Where's the accent? So when you're doing meter, I want you to think about that. Am I dividing here or am I going to divide here? Meter. So it's an open accented syllable. All right. So where's your accent going to be? In the
Final position.
Is it? The first syllable. Touch and spell.
Meter.
All right. Let's code and read. Just do the.
Wait. L. E. Wait, I got to put it back.
You can. Just push it back together. There you go.
T.
All right. Now, just like always,
I did don't box it.
that's okay. Well, you don't want to box it because let me ask you a question. If you took off ER, do you have a word? No. So it's going to be a what?
Yes,
Well, it will be met, but the word I gave you was meter. So is ER a suffix in that word or is ER a combination in that word?
Combination.
It's a combination. So, vowel to vowel. There you go. E is long and accented. And then how do we read that word?
Meter.
Meter. All right. Let's erase and do one more. Erase, Madison. Just, you got to erase it with your finger. All right. And bring your cards back. Here's the next word.
I don't want the next word.
That's okay. I'll give you a sec.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The fire drill kind of got us all loopy, but you're doing good. All right. You ready? Okay. It's okay. All right. Here we go. The next word. With me. Be ready. Eyes on me. Eyes on me. Locate.
Locate.
L-O-A. Go. Okay, yeah. Divide between your syllables. I said locate. So where are you going to hear that separation? All right. And you're going to figure out your accents. The accents on the what syllable? The first. All right. Touch and spell.
L.
Touch and spell first.
L O C L E.
Locate. A.
T.
But if you hear a short, long vowel before a consonant, that pattern or sound is spelled vowel, consonant, E. So you said L-O, C-A-T. What would come next?
E.
E. Now you can touch and spell. So name as you write.
L-O-O-O. Okay. Is it K or C?
Well, when you hear before A, O, or U, it's spelled with a C.
It doesn't have it.
Make sure you're naming the letters.
Doesn't it have it?
Yes, because I said if you hear a long vowel sound before, now did I say locator or did I say locate?
Locate.
So what do you need?
I did.
Yeah, but you have locate, but you have a long vowel sound. When you have a long vowel sound before a consonant sound, that pattern sound is spelled vowel, consonant, E. You have a vowel, consonant. What are you missing?
The E.
The E. Now you can pattern. Divide between the consonants.
Right here.
Well, this is your vowel. So think about your vowel. So you have to, so when you're doing it, you want to make sure that you're coding. And we can push it up if you want to. We can push it up a little bit, maybe. There we go. There you go. So you go vowel to what? Vowel to vowel. One thing is not messed up. Okay, now vowel, consonant, vowel. Now you divide. Right now, the vowel is an open accented syllable. What kind of vowel is this? You have vowel, consonant, E. See that pattern? The vowel is long. The E is what? Silent. How do we say that word?
Locate.
Locate what?
Location.
Locate.
Location.
No. Locate. If you locate something, what are you doing?
Locate.
You're finding it. Yeah. All right. Last word. Are you ready? All right. Replace. You ready? All right. Replace your cards. Come on, really quickly. All right. Last one. You ready? All right. The word is. All right. You got it? All right. It's okay. It's okay, just like it is. Are you ready? All right. The word is humid.
Humid.
U-M-I-D. Go. That's a, oh, I said panting air.
This one.
U. What's your mouth doing when you're making that U sound?
This.
U.
This.
What is your mouth doing when you're making the U? Yeah, there you go. U. What's your mouth doing when you're making that U sound? Look at my mouth. U. Mm-hmm.
Harley Davidson, the front office, Harley Davidson.
All right. What are we going to do now? Divide between the syllables. Where are you hearing that break? All right. So this part is going to be our accented what? Syllable. Let's touch and spell.
W-H-O.
Humid. U. What letter says U?
H-O-H-W-H-U.
H-U.
N-M-E.
Igloo.
I-T.
D.
D.
Dog. D.
D.
All right. Now. Now. Write it. You got yours? Good. You. All right. Divide between your syllables. Make sure you're labeling above the vowel. Vowel. Because you don't want to label the consonant. You want to make sure you're labeling above the vowel. All right. That would be a what? An open accented syllable. Make sure you put your accent. How do you read that word? The U is going to say you because it's open.
U.
Humid.
Humid.
If it's humid outside, the air is hot and sticky. There's a lot of water in the air. Very, very, very good. All right. So remember, and when we remember when we're thinking about spelling with two syllables, every syllable has at least one vowel sound, right? And we're going to, when we divide, we've learned two patterns now. Eyes on me. We've learned vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. We divide between the two consonants. And then we've learned vowel, consonant, vowel, where we divide before the first consonant, and the first syllable is an open what? Accent syllable. The vowel will be long. All right, let's move on to our sentences. All right, turn your paper over, Madison. All right, you ready? All sentences begin with a
capital letter
and end with a
punctuation.
All right, your instant word today is when you hear the, it is spelled T-H-E. Circle instant words. When you hear, are you with me? When you hear oi in the medial position, oi, diphthong oi is spelled O-I. We arc diphthong O-I. Are you ready? Here's your sentence. The robot will locate the tiger. Echo. The robot will locate the tiger. One more time. The robot will locate the tiger. Go. Remember? Go back over. I want to try to work on that working memory. Robot.
The robot will locate.
8. Bacon, 8. And so you don't need an I. So think about that. Low. You have low. 8. What do you need at the end? Locate the tiger.
T-I.
Tiger.
G.
What makes the sound? Burn. But hold on, we have two G's.
Yes.
So we don't have, remember that was our doubling rule, but we don't have that 1-1-1 rule where we have one syllable, one vowel, one consonant, right? And it's not a suffix. It is a what? A combination. That is when we add what? Suffixes. But if I took T-E-R off, I don't have a word. So it's not a suffix. It's just a combination. Very good. Read your sentence. Oh, let's code your sentence. Circle. Start right here at the beginning, please. Circle. Instant word. The. Vowel. To vowel. Divide. Code. Vowel in an open accented syllable. Good. Let me hear you. Vowel. Let me hear. I want to hear you so vocalized. What's that vowel? Vowel is long, open. A consonant E. Hold on. A consonant E. A is long, E is silent. Yeah. All right. Read your sentence.
The robot will locate the tiger.
Let me hear you, Kyla.
The robot will locate the tiger.
All right. Very, very good. All right. Let's take a look at our new learning now. So you can sit down for just a second. Very good. Let's take a look really quick at what we learned today. Our new learning. We learned some new keywords that have to do with our two-syllable words. Everybody with me? We learned bacon A. Say with me. Bacon A. Meter E. Come on.
Robot O.
Spider I. Music U. And we learned a new dividing pattern with syllables. We now have another one. Vowel, consonant, vowel. We divide before the first consonant. The first syllable is an open accented syllable, so the vowel will be what? Long. All right. Our previous learning, we learned the English language has 4 diphthongs. We have O-W, cow, ow. We have O-U, mouse, ow. We have our O-Y, boy,
Oi.
and we have our O-I, coin, oi. Very, very good. All right. That is the end of our video. It's been a crazy day.
Bye.
All right. Y'all want to say bye real quick?
Bye.
All right.